Today we're going to be talking about exactly how to layer products in your effective, affordable, anti-aging skincare routine. That's coming up next. Welcome back, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Today we're going to be talking about that big bugaboo in the skincare world, and that's how to layer your skincare ingredients. I get it. It can be so confusing, but today we're going to lay out exactly how to do it, and trust me, it's a lot simpler than you think. If you're new here, a very special welcome to you. I hope you'll consider subscribing and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. It's easy to understand why skincare has gotten so confusing. I'll tell you what, when we were younger, if you put on Pond's cold cream at night before you went to bed, you were doing good. Now there's hundreds of products out on the market claiming to do all sorts of wonderful things for our skin, and it's really hard to decide what to use and how to use them and when to use them. What I'm going to be talking about today is a really simple way for you to understand exactly how to put together your morning and your evening skincare routine, and I promise you, once you understand the basics, it's super simple. I have done lots of beginning skincare routine videos that break down some of the basic concepts about putting together an effective, affordable, anti-aging skincare routine. I've been on this journey for 14 months now. I went from being totally confused to now understanding what a good, effective, affordable skincare routine looks like. I'll go ahead and link a few of those videos up here, and they'll also be down in the description box. So if you're brand new to skincare and you're a little bit older like me, I'm 63, anybody over 40 can really use an effective, affordable anti-aging skincare routine. So if that's you, go ahead, jump on, watch those videos, and I think it'll really help you understand how to put together a great routine for yourself. One of the first things that we need to do when we start talking about layering skincare is to decide exactly what it is we're doing here. I know if we look on the internet or go out shopping for skincare, it can be overwhelming. There are literally hundreds, thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of products out there all claiming to do something. But if we understand very clearly from the beginning what our goal is, it makes our job of selecting what we need so much easier. I'd like to start today with the very beginning, and I'm going to assume, because you're here on this Over 50 channel, that anti-aging is one of your main concerns. Now, before we jump in, I want to let you know that I'm not a doctor, I am not a nurse, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a nail technician, I'm not a plumber. I am nothing. I'm just a gal like you who is interested in seeing what I can do with my over 50 very mature skin. So with that information, let's move forward. The first thing that I wish I would have done when I very first started my skincare routine was really spend some time getting in the habit using skincare. What I did is I went out and I bought a whole bunch of products and started throwing them on my face before I even understood if I was going to be able to stick with it and if it was something that I would continue to do into the future. Fortunately for me, I did stick with my skincare routine. If you're brand new to a skincare routine, I would suggest that you get 4 very affordable things. The first is a good cleanser. I will list my favorite cleanser down below. I think it's a beautiful cleanser. It's the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser, and I don't know anyone over 50 who couldn't do well with that cleanser. It's gentle, it's non-stripping, it leaves your face feeling moist, and it's drugstore pricing. It's super affordable. The next thing that I would suggest that you get is a good exfoliator. And the reason that I suggest an exfoliator is that if you haven't had a good skincare routine, most likely there's going to be a lot of old dead skin cells built up off your skin that you're going to want to strip away so that those new fresh skin cells can show up and give you that glowy look that you're after. Depending on the sensitivity of your skin, you're going to want to pick an exfoliator that is right for your skin. I will list a few of them down below, and I'm not going to go into that discussion today. You can find that information out in some of my other skincare videos. The third thing that you'll want is a good moisturizer. So you have washed your face, you have exfoliated your skin a couple of times a week. Now you want a very, very good moisturizer. CeraVe makes a wonderful AM and PM moisturizer. It's super affordable. They come with ceramides and niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. And if you don't know what those things are, that's okay. Just know that the CeraVe moisturizers are really, really good and they're really, really affordable. The fourth thing that you need is a good sunscreen. And I know sunscreen is like the least sexy skincare ingredient out there, and I didn't wear sunscreen all my life. But what I know now is that if you don't want your skin to age any more than it already is, a good sunscreen is going to help you do that. So a sunscreen blocks out those free radicals that cause the damage to your skin, and a good one is vital. I have a few sunscreens that I love. I actually did a video about it, and I'll go ahead and list that video up here, and you can take a look at the sunscreens that I recommend. So now you have your effective, affordable anti-aging skincare routine. You've got your cleanser, you've got your exfoliator, you've got your moisturizer, and you've got your sunscreen. You're all set. Well, once you decide that you're actually going to stick with it and move forward, and you want to add some more products to your arsenal, the very first place that I would recommend that you go is what I call the Mod Squad. And the Mod Squad is vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C. And that's super easy to understand. And these three ingredients, vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C, for me are the absolute foundation of an effective anti-aging skincare routine. All those other serums out there, all those other doodads, all those other glowy misty things, all those other toners, all those other doodads, those are just what I call the jewelry on your skincare routine. But the foundation of your skincare routine should be a good cleanser, a good moisturizer, a good sunscreen, a good exfoliator a couple of times a week, and then vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C. Now, how do you want to incorporate vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C into your routine? That's actually a lot simpler than it sounds. I always use my vitamin C or my vitamin C serum in the morning right after I've washed my face. So you can incorporate a good vitamin C serum into your routine right after you wash your face or rinse your face off in the morning. If you're interested in some good vitamin C products, I'll go ahead and have some listed down below. Now, I make my own vitamin C serum and have been making my own for about 8 months. I did a video on my vitamin C serum and it's extremely popular. A lot of you guys are making your own vitamin C serum now too. I'll go ahead and list that video up there if you're interested in a DIY solution for your vitamin C serum. If you're not, that's fine. I'll have a few good, affordable vitamin C serums listed in the description box down below. So you've woken up in the morning, you've rinsed off your face or washed your face and put on your vitamin C serum. The next step is that you want to put on your moisturizer and your sunscreen, and you're good to go. At nighttime, when you're getting ready for bed, I highly recommend that you wash your face. I do a double cleanse with first a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil to get all the makeup off my face before I use my CeraVe hydrating cleanser. That way I'm sure to get all the makeup off my face and then all the oils and other things off my face as well with the second cleanse. Once my face is all cleansed, that's when I go in with my vitamin A, or more commonly known as tretinoin or retinoic acid or retinols. Now, the type of vitamin A that you'll want to use for your skin is going to depend on the sensitivity of your skin. If your skin is not sensitive and you feel like you can use a stronger tretinoin product, I highly recommend Curology. Curology has worked for me wonderfully. They're a fabulous company. It's a subscription service for your tretinoin, and the formula actually includes 2 other ingredients along with your tretinoin. They send it to your house every month. It's super affordable. I think it's $20. I'll have a link for it for you down there. If you use that link, you'll get your first month free. You'll only have to pay, I think, $4.95 for shipping and handling. So if you're not using a vitamin A or tretinoin in your skincare routine and you think your skin is not sensitive and you can handle it, I would highly recommend Curology. If your skin is sensitive, then you're going to want to use a lighter, gentler form, and there's lots of them out on the market. There are 3 products from The Ordinary, one of my favorite companies, that sells a nice, gentle retinoid product, and I'll have them listed and linked for you down below so that you can go and check them out. If you have sensitive skin, that might be a good option for you. So now you're into your routine. You've used your vitamin C and your vitamin A. Now, what about your vitamin B? Vitamin B, of course, is niacinamide, one of my all-time favorite skincare ingredients, and I get mine from The Ordinary. I sometimes will put my niacinamide serum on before my tretinoin because I like the slip that niacinamide adds to my face, so then my tretinoin goes on a lot better. Once I have my tretinoin on and my niacinamide, then I can put on my evening moisturizer and an oil if I'm using one and go to bed. So you can see right there that an effective, affordable anti-aging skincare routine is really a lot simpler than it seems like when we just go into a store and we get blasted with all these products. Okay, so we have our basic skincare routine down. Now we're washing our face, we're moisturizing, we're using our sunscreen, we're using our Mod Squad, our vitamin A and vitamin B and vitamin C. What about all these other fancy things on the market? The mists and the resveratrol and the toners and the masks and all this other stuff. There are so many products to choose from, and I think the very best way to go about choosing additional products is to think about what are your skincare needs. What are your goals? I look at any other products beyond the basics that we've just talked about as jewelry, as skincare jewelry. And I'll tell you why. Jewelry can really enhance a great outfit. However, jewelry will not save a bad outfit. And you need to think of the skincare jewelry as enhancing a very good, very well thought out, effective, affordable skincare routine, but it won't save a bad skincare routine. Other products, like I've just mentioned, all the toners and the mists and the umpteen thousand serums there are out there, are not going to have the incredible impact that the Mod Squad and a good basic skincare routine, which I call the Fab 4, on your skin. They're simply not going to be able to save your skin unless you have that foundation down there. So let's say that you have gone out and you bought a resveratrol and you've bought an oil and you've bought this and you've bought that. How do you fit that into your skincare routine? Well, it becomes very simple. If it's a serum and you're adding it in as an enhancement to your skincare routine, then you'll want to use it after your vitamin C serum in the morning before your moisturizer. So right between that wash your face, vitamin C, then you've got a little gap that you can put all these little jewelry, accessories, skincare items into before you put on your moisturizer and your sunscreen. So keep in mind that you want to keep your foundational skincare routine exactly the way it is, and any jewelry that you add, you can slip in between your basic formulations, your A, B, and C, and when you're finishing up with your moisturizers and your sunscreens. As you start adding more products to your skincare routine, you might have some products that are thicker or heavier than others. You might have some serums that are very light and some serums or lotions that are very heavy. One good rule of thumb is that if it is an additional jewelry skincare item, you will most likely want to use the thinner formulas earlier and add on the thicker ones later. When something is occlusive, and that means thick and kind of sticky, it's going to inhibit absorption of something following it if it's very, very occlusive. That's the point of being occlusive, is to actually hold things in or create a barrier. So think about that as you're adding your skincare jewelry. If it's thinner, you want it a little sooner in that little area that you're going to add it to your skincare routine as opposed to later. Now that we understand what we're really doing with a skincare routine, and that's not being inundated with the thousands and hundreds of thousands of products that are out on the market, it's actually creating our goal to what are we looking for in our skincare routine, what are the absolute basics that are going to get us the best results, and then we can add on the little accessories as we go. The next question you might ask is, what about niacinamide and vitamin C? Can we use them together? There's been so much hubbub in the skincare industry around that topic, and for a little bit of a good reason, but it's an out-of-date reason. It was from a study that was done several decades ago, is my understanding, 20 or 30 years ago, where they paired vitamin C with niacinamide. However, the formulations that they paired together were very unstable. Things have developed, and now the niacinamide and the vitamin C's that we have these days are much more stable. So yes, you actually can use niacinamide and vitamin C together without any adverse results or without canceling them out. And I know that you're going to read different opinions in different websites or from different people, but the fact is, and I've done a lot of research on this, you actually can use those together, so don't even worry about it. One thing I can say is that even the ordinary will tell you that you can't use niacinamide and vitamin C together with good results, but I think that probably needs to be updated because the current research shows that it's absolutely fine to use them together. Next, I want to talk about a little tip about something you might be including in your skincare ingredient, and that is hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid might be an ingredient in your moisturizer, which is great because hyaluronic acid is a hydrator. And the way that it operates is it has these tiny little molecules that actually attract water. They will attract water from the air, from your skin, from the water in your skin, wherever it can get it from. So if you're using a separate hyaluronic acid serum, you'll want to use that right before your moisturizer, because that hyaluronic acid serum is going to sit on your skin and it's going to start attracting moisture. It actually attracts up to 1,000 times its weight in water. So you want to supply it with something that it can gobble up. So you'll want to use your hyaluronic acid towards the end of your accessory skincare and then put on your moisturizer, so your moisturizer can have that occlusive effect of sealing in the moisture that hyaluronic acid is going to be drawing into itself. The last thing that you want to do is put on hyaluronic acid without an occlusive moisturizer, because if it's not able to draw out moisture from the air, it will start drawing it out of your skin, and you're going to end up with skin that looks a little bit drier than when you started. Probably not the goal you're looking for. The other ingredient that I want to touch on while we're talking about layering skincare is copper peptides. Copper peptides is a little bit of a newer player in the skincare world. It has been around for a while, but it's really kind of gaining popularity now. A lot of people are really loving copper peptides in their skincare routine and feel like they've gotten great results from using it, particularly for anti-aging. Here's the caveat with copper peptides. It's generally something that you use in your evening skincare routine. However, if you're using your vitamin A or tretinoin or retinoid at night, you're not going to be able to use it on the same nights that you use your copper peptides. They really can't be used in the same night. You'll either need to use your vitamin A or your copper peptide. For me, because I've only been on tretinoin regularly for about 14 months now, I know the benefits of tretinoin in that it actually teaches my cells to act younger, and it is the #1 foundational ingredient for anti-aging. I know that because of probably 4 decades of study. At this point in my anti-aging routine, I'm not willing to take a night away from my tretinoin in order to use a copper peptide. I'm not convinced that that copper peptide is going to have as much beneficial effect as my tretinoin. So right now, I'm not incorporating copper peptides into my routine. You might want to think about where you are in your skincare journey and if you're willing to give up a night of your tretinoin in order to utilize the copper peptides. So there we have it. Very clear, easy, simple to understand way to know how to layer your skincare. The most important thing is to keep an eye on what your goals are and then establish a routine of using good, effective, affordable skincare. Add in your A, B, and C, the vitamin C in the morning and your A and B at night, And then anything else that you add along is your jewelry, is your skincare jewelry, and that can go in after your fundamental Mod Squad or vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C. I hope you found this useful and helpful. It was a lot of fun for me to talk about the basics of a good skincare routine because it's actually very, very easy when we understand what we're doing. If you found this useful and helpful, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day. Wear your sunscreen and all. See you in the next video. Bye now.